Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I just got back from Austin, Texas and Spin Up 2021. While I was there, the DJI Mavic 3 got introduced. I had hoped to be able to just go down to a Best Buy while I was there in Texas and pick one up. But the Best Buys down there didn't have any in stock. However, I watched that introduction with my friends Ron Brown and Michael Wright, and right on the spot there, we went ahead and ordered, at least Michael Wright and I went ahead and ordered directly from Best Buy. And my drone was supposed to be available on the 13th of this month. Well, lo and behold, I got a notification from Best Buy that it came in early, so on the 10th. So I immediately ran down to my Best Buy today and picked it up. So here it is, the DJI, I'm going to get off to the side here, the DJI Mavic 3. So we're going to take this guy out of the box, but this is going to be kind of a triple unboxing. Literally while I was standing in line picking up the Mavic 3, and by the way, this is just the standard version, just the one battery version. I didn't buy the Fly More pack or that very expensive Cinepack. But while I was at it, and my friend Mike Wright, TX Arch Drone Guy, as you might know him from his YouTube channel, we both ordered an extra battery direct from DJI. And literally, while I was standing in line at Best Buy, my doorbell, my Ring doorbell went off, and that was the delivery of my extra battery. So I've got the drone and the battery here today. But that wasn't the end of it. Also, while I was standing in line at Best Buy, my Ring doorbell went off again, and I had ordered an iPad Mini 6 just primarily for flying drones. So the Mini 6 arrived today as well. So we are going to do kind of a, I guess I'm going to call it a triple unboxing. So I haven't seen anybody take the Mavic 3, just the standard version, out of the box yet. So yeah, let's just open it up. We're not going to get too carried away here, but we'll open it up. We'll also open up the battery, and we'll also open up the iPad Mini 6, and hey, we got the whole kit. Okay, I took the cellophane wrap off of the box already. Let's go ahead and pull the little zip on the side here. I like the way they are getting a little more sophisticated, kind of like Apple. That way you can just pull that off, and you don't need a knife or anything to cut loose the seal. But let's just go ahead and open it up. Well, look at that. There it is. Couldn't be easier. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty straightforward to me. Of course, you have the ubiquitous silica gel. Let's just set that aside for a second. Yeah, you know, I was going to grab the controller and stuff, but hey, that's not what you want to see. You want to see the drone, don't you? So let's pull the drone out of the box. So here it is. There is the Mavic 3, and boy, it's in a really kind of a thick plastic bag here. Let's see if we can get this bag open. Okay, they used some pretty heavy-duty glue on this bag, but I got it started here. And it looks like the cover is on the drone. Well, we'll see if we can get it out of here. It's definitely a tight fit in this bag. Yeah. So there it is. There's the Mavic 3 in all of its glory, just as it just came out of that bag, and just, you know, an interesting looking cover here. I kind of like this because one of the things that happens to me with my Mavic Air, my DJI Air 2S, is the props are out, and when I'm trying to put it back into the case, the props inevitably get caught, and I have to mess around with them. So let's see if we can take that off here. So it looks to me like you just are going to pull this forward. Yep, there you go. And I've watched some other videos, so I think I know how this works. Yeah, and that just comes right off. So there's that little device right there. Kind of an interesting looking package. Some people have said it looked like that mouthpiece that Bane had on his over his mouth in the Batman movie. But anyway, so I guess we need that iconic head-on look here, don't we? There's that Hasselblad camera with the zoom camera on top, and then that micro four thirds sensor camera on the bottom. That is the biggest gimbal I have ever seen on a drone, at least on a drone that I have owned. And then you got those big obstacle avoidance sensors on the top there. And then on the bottom here, LED lights and more sensors. These would be infrared, and these would be cameras. I assume those are obstacle avoidance. And then, yeah, then on the other side here, on the upward side, you can see the two cameras facing up as well. Let's go ahead and open up the props. So the front props first. If I know my DJI drones, that's the way you do it. Front props first, and then we're going to fold down. Let me get these other props out of the way. Fold back the rear props. And in fact, I'm going to move the box so I can set this down and you guys can see it better. So there it is. And yeah, there's those rear cameras as well. And I see we have a little bit of tape on the side here, typical DJI tape. So we'll definitely pull that off. Yeah, there's in numerous places here. Typical of DJI drones, it's kind of an Easter egg hunt, finding all the places that they put tape on the drone. So I'm seeing it on several sides here. We'll get all that off, but let's see if we can pull this battery out. Yeah, there's that battery right there. Okay, slide that baby back in. And then under here, I believe, is the SD card slot. Yeah, USB-C and SD card. So you can, if I understand correctly, I just charge directly there, and I can charge the battery on the drone. So if I so desire. So that's kind of cool. And my understanding is it just has an 8 gigabyte internal memory, which is there, I think, mostly for emergencies. Okay, that's the drone. Let's look at what else is in the box here. And boy, I guess before I put this drone aside, I just want to point out, as I was moving it around, I realized it's just got a big footprint. You know, I mean, I guess I've been flying a lot of compact drones like the Mini 2 and then the Air 2S. This guy, while the drone itself is not that big, boy, when you get those arms out there, it's got a pretty big footprint. The other thing to note, I think, is you know, the first thing you notice is how thin. One of the things you notice, I should say, is how thin those arms are. So anyway, all of that aside, and oh, by the way, we've got pretty substantial landing legs that's keeping this camera off the ground. I mean, I can easily stick my hand underneath the camera and the drone now, and I don't think you could do that on the Air 2S, and for sure not the Mini. Okay, so in the bottom of the box here, I'm not going to bother digging those out. I got the one extra set of each kind of props, the clockwise and counterclockwise props, and then the RC here. And oh, I see something else came out. Well, it looks like a quick start guide came out with the RC. That's always handy. And it looks like there's a lot of other documentation in here as well. I am not going to bother going through all that, but your safety guidelines, etc. And then the DJI remote. I cannot remember the model number of this remote, but it's the same remote that we have on the Mavic Mini, the Mini 2 and the Air 2S. So you guys have seen this before, but I'm going to pull it out real quick. Okay, there it is, the RC231 remote control. And just for the fun of it, that is the model number right there. You're not going to be able to read that, but I went upstairs and compared it to my the remote that came on my DJI Mini 2, and it is in fact the identical product right down to the model number. I compared them and I couldn't see any difference. So we should all be very familiar with this remote. You know, obviously your mobile device fits right there, and that's where the right here is the OTG cable, or the data cable that you hook to your mobile device. Okay, then what's in these bags right here? I'm quite sure that is the charging device. And there it is, a nice compact little charging brick, and I like that the prongs are foldable, easier to put into a bag, and it is in fact USB-C. Then we got one more goodie bag here. Let's open it up and see what's in there. Okay, so also included, and I'm not going to take it all apart, you've got a USB-A to USB-C data/charge cable. And then you have your other OTG cables or data cables that would accommodate USB-C to USB-C and USB-C to micro USB if you have a phone that requires those cables. So it's really a pretty simple kit. That's about it, but it really is all you need to get out there and fly. Let's open up that extra battery that I got from DJI. Hey, I just realized there's one thing I missed here that's in the kit. You do get an extra set of gimbals or thumbsticks, whatever you want to call them, for the remote. Okay, this one will be easy. This is the extra battery. So I figure with 2 batteries, and they're saying a 48-minute flight time, 96 minutes of flight time is more than enough for me with the battery that came with the drone and then this extra one. These batteries, by the way, are $209, which I don't think is too bad. I was kind of initially concerned that they might be even more expensive than that, but for me, I think 2 batteries is going to be plenty. If you're a professional doing professional work, you will probably want more than that, but for a hobbyist like me, that's perfect. So anyway, let's quickly open this thing up. It's got that nice little pull tab like we saw in the box for the drone. So we just pull that little guy up. Well, maybe. And you know, the ubiquitous plastic bag here. Okay, so here's the 5,000 milliamp battery. One of the things I'm noticing about it is it does not have a direct USB-C charge port on it, so I can't plug directly into the battery to charge it. So with the kit that I have, it appears to me that I'm going to have this battery in the drone in order to charge it. The negative of that is you can't be charging a battery while you're flying the drone, but you know, again, I'm going to say that with a 48-minute flight time, if I have 2 fully charged batteries, I try to imagine a situation that I would be wanting to not charge another battery that quickly. Let's just press the button real quick. Yeah, and it is in sleep mode. I don't know what mojo DJI uses to do that, but the battery doesn't come alive till you put it in a charger. Hey, okay, so then the third part of our unboxing here is the Mini 6 that showed up today as well. And as you can see here, I just got the 64 gigabyte Wi-Fi version, but it is the iPad Mini 6th generation, and that should have plenty enough go power to fly the Mavic 3 with. So let's open this guy up, and it starts right here with this little pull tab. Apple always does such a great job with this kind of stuff. They make it so satisfying to unbox their products. So let's pull the cellophane off. Okay, it looks like just the top of the box should just come right off here. So let's shake it here a little bit. And again, another piece of plastic. Well, that's not unusual, is it? So let's see what happens when we pull this tab. Yeah, and there it is. So there is the Mini 6 itself. And let's unpeel it here. Again, you know, Apple does just such an amazing job of the unboxing experience. They understand. It's amazing how these companies understand how important that tactile feel of unboxing one of their new products is. So Again, it reminds me of my iPhone 13 square edged as opposed to round edge, but yeah, there it is. That's the Mini 6, and yeah, got the camera on the back there and the big Apple logo. So yeah, and then otherwise in the box, you know, I guess you've got the usual set of instructions here. Well, I dumped it out there and you saw it. So anyway, you get a USB-C charger and a USB-C to USB-C charge cable, and documentation here developed or designed by Apple in California. So there you have it. The iPad Mini 6 goes perfect with my Mavic 3. Hey, okay, so there it is. Man, I'll tell you, it's been a while since I've flown a drone of this size and weight, so I can't wait to get this guy out there. But the DJI Mavic 3. So let me say, I did get a chance to fly this drone already. When I was at Spin Up in Texas, Kelly Shores had his Mavic 3 out there, and I got a chance to fly it around just a little bit. So I kind of have an idea of what to expect, but it's really kind of cool having a drone of this size and weight again in my fleet. And of course, we unboxed the battery, right? So got 2 batteries and the Mavic 3. That should be plenty for me. And then the other addition to our kit is the Apple iPad Mini 6th generation. So I can't wait to get this guy fired up, and it'll be a perfect companion to the DJI Mavic 3. So again, let me hold them up one more time. The DJI Mavic 3, the iPad Mini 6th generation. Had a good time unboxing these. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, and in the meantime, I hope, if not tomorrow, surely the next day, let's get this bird in the air. All right, bye.